Oh, hi, Mr. Richard. Did you guys come to watch the show? Hello, Miss Perry, Mr. Saint. You're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad to kept your promise. Yes, I remembered you giving me this. That's so great. We're going to have so much fun. I think even you'll be surprised, Mr. Richard. Huh? I think you've surprised me enough for one day already. Huh? What are you talking about? Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry? That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct? Oh, yeah. What is this exactly? I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for. You do? Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that would be Simeon. But wait, you don't mean... Damn, this is scary. Mr. Saint, you took the balloon out later the other night, didn't you? Sure, I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying, so I need to put some extra hours. At night, when it would have been even more difficult than usual. A strange time to decide to practice. But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying? That you weren't practicing at all. You're taking an unconscious kid to the top of the big building. In order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringo. The security cameras never recorded Kate taking the elevator up to the roof, which means he must have gotten here another way, from the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have been you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand. That's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, dragged him, and carried him away. That's why you were late for the hearing, the courthouse, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I never ever do anything like that. I wish I could believe you, but I can't. The interest I had in you has been completely destroyed. That's horrible. Why would you say that? You told me back at the jail. You said you believed I was innocent. This is just awful. I never thought you lied to me. We didn't lie. I swear, Simon, You said you knew what it was like to be me. I trusted you. That hurts, Kate. It hurts so much. I... Come on, Mr. Ashford. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person. I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. You wrote out their psychological weakness and exploit them. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all our recent troubles. I was too blind to see it before, but you won't fool me again. Simeon said, you are guilty of crimes too numerous to mention. Oh, so that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your conviction, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine. Damn. Wow. Well done, all of you. He's a jester. Oh my god, he's so good. Well, this is certainly a side of him we haven't seen before. So much for the tiny animal tamer who wouldn't hurt to fly. I guess that was all on it. But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you. Simeon, this can't be true, can it? Truth, lies, what does it matter? Huh? All you need to know is that Mr. Edgewater has met me very mad indeed. And now, he's going to pay. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I flew around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. That's my face of his. So you go up in the balloon reasonably often? Yeah, promoting circus like I said. Is that true, Mr. Perry? Well, it's true that Siemens you have to go up in the balloon and spread the word. I guess just about everybody in the area would have seen it up there by now. Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime. Nonsense, I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past up the big building, that's all. I'll be the judge of whether it just happened to be nearby. Thank you very much.
Hold it!
This balloon, do you usually launch it from here at the circus? No, you need to wait open space. There's a park over by the Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from. I see. And how do you get the balloon to the park and to launch it? Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few hundred pounds. It's kind of impressive that it can get up the ground now that I think about it. I'd prefer that if you didn't change the subject. How do you transport the balloon? Wow, give a guy a break, yeah? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Jeez. We use track, okay? You say you just load it on the back and away you go. A truck, you say? Yeah, last time I last time I took it out would have been 2 days ago. That could be important. I better keep it in mind.
Hold it!
So just to confirm, the truck hasn't been anywhere else since then. Well, would you need to confirm that? I just told you, didn't I? Answer the question or return to fight this one too. Oh, that was a cheap shot, even for you. If I say something, you don't need to confirm it, because I just said it. See how that works? But since you insist, the truck's been parked out back since the day before last, and the balloon was still loaded on the back basket and all. Now explain to me why that even matters. Not right now. I think I'll just thank you for giving me straight answer for once and leave it there. So he means to insist that the truck has been... Yeah, I think he might. Are you done? Alright, as I was saying.
Hold it!
So you're saying you just happened to fly past somebody with a camera too? Oh, I get it. I'm starting to understand how you think, Max. Next you'll say something like, there's no way that was a coincidence, right? Then it's done the slippery slope to the... There's no such thing as coincidence. No, there's a scary thought. That's not what Mr. Archer was saying at all. Why you can't just... Don't play into his hands, okay? He's deliberately trying to frustrate us. He's hoping that by needling us, he'll be able to avoid the question. And why do you think he'll be trying to do that? Because he's a clown? No, because he's got something to hide. Precisely. So we can't let up. We have to stay on the defensive. But we have to remain calm while doing so. Gotcha. Hey, Simeon. This highly capable prosecutor's assistant has a question for you. Are you trying to tell us you just happened to fly past the big building? He's right, you know. I wasn't going to answer. But you're so bad at this game. I guess I better throw you a bone.
Hold it!
You're in charge both of the promotional work to the balloon is used for the balloon itself. Is that correct? You don't believe a word I say, do you? But it's true. Ask the boss. Right, boss? Yep, Seaman in charge of keeping it clean and making it sure it's all working properly and everything. I don't think anybody even touches except for him, not lately anyhow. Interesting. I think you can safely say He was in the balloon when it was photographed the other night, but if he's our mastermind, there are parts of his plan would have had to carry out today too. Perhaps we need to dig up the Tuesday tomorrow. There was a balloon that was flying through the sky.
Hold it!
Let's just press all of this. I like it. Is that so? Not only were you flying at night, multiple crimes were committed on that same evening, and you expect me to believe that there's nothing to see as you put it? Are you trying to provoke me, Miles? It's not very nice, starting fights with people. I'm a clown, you're about smiles and not clowns. He's certainly skilled at steering conversation away from the topic at hand, but that's not going to help him. I just have to stay on the attack. We don't know a whole lot about this balloon just yet. I think we should try and tell more about it.
Objection!
This truck, it wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance, huh? So what if it is? We happened to see a blue truck ourselves just today. One with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about not having moved into this is a lie. Agent Lang, Emma. There you are, Mr. Richard, at last. I've been trying to find you since we wrapped up the case yesterday. Ken sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away. And I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back, a blue truck. Well. I think the truck might be the one we saw earlier. In fact, I'm almost certain of it.
Objection!
Did he just say objection? Wow, that's new. What, just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one? No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure.
Objection!
Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Richard? That wasn't me. Worthless are the words of a man who can back up his claims with evidence. Wow, you sound just like him. Show me. I demand proof. I must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck, I'm sure of it. Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Richard? Why are you touching the truck? Alright, we've seen this conversation. I like the truck to dusted for fingertips. Huh? Why would you want to do that? Because I expect to find a certain very specific set of friends. And if I do that, that will prove beyond all doubt about that it's the truck beside in front of the big building. Yours? You think you're going to find your own friends down there? I do. Because I put my hand on your truck when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us a scientific skill one more time? That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Alrighty, take it away, Mr. Richard. Huh? Me? Of course. Who else did you think was going to do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you. Fine. Although I don't see why you can do it yourself. So just spread the powder from the area you want to search for prints. Like this. Moving the cursor around and pressing A will allow me to dust the area with the powder. It sticks to fingerprints, so once you find one, make sure to dump plenty on them. And then blow away the excesses. Blow it away. Yeah, with your mouth. Ha! Like that. Blowing with base will remove any excess powder. Alright, you got all that? Yes, thank you. Now to try it for real. Oh, there's no such thing as too much powder, by the way. Go crazy. Wait a minute. Where's the finger? I'm going crazy here. I'm finding fingerprints. I fill the screen with the dust. And still no fingerprints. Oh, there it is. That's it. That's a nice clean screen you got there. Can you compare it to my first item? Yeah, give it to me. That confirms it. Mr. Edward's screen is alright. And with that, another die is exploded. Yeah! So, what are we doing in the truck? Oh, just driving around. For fun.
Objection!
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. A new balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction is this time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. A new truck was sighted nearby.
Objection!
Coincidence, nothing more. You want me to believe that you were near the scene of two separate abductions simply by chance? Let's be honest, you were involved in both. What makes you think they were even connected?
Objection!
A certain very important piece of evidence, that's what. Oh, this should be good. Okay, ancient abductions.
Take that!
Kay was struck with a dose of a powerful sedative, and a bottle of sedatives was found wrecked where Sean was being held captive. The very same brain.
Objection!
Huh, I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used. So what? Does that mean everything's connected? You know as well as I do. That doesn't prove anything for sure. Yeah! We must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that can tie both comes. Corrupt prosecutor, you, Miles, you're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from certain other evidence tamperer who had the misfortune of admitting. No, I'm nothing like that.
Objection!
Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You must have one, right? It's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings. Okay, you're about done there, Miles. No more chip shots left to fire. Great. Well, I have a show to be rehearsing for, so if you don't mind.
Objection!
Hey, come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the collar. Wouldn't want your good looks running down your face now, would we, see me on old fire? But what are you sticking your nose in for? Hey, I just sense the pipe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? No, I had a light in the mood. Help me out there, Kay. Live for spirits with a little dose of old great thief magic. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let me see. If I can do Siemens for voice, goes. Objection. What are you? Take this seriously, will you? Thought you could do it with somebody's running a little interference for you, Master. Not the most ethical approach I know, but again. We can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later. This is my last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Sen and his crimes. Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else suggesting that he's our mastermind? Of course. Canis was looking for a secret string puller too. The young pup, as he called him. If I could prove that Mr. Sen was that same young pup, then perhaps. But what evidence do I have that might point him being involved behind the scenes?
Take that!
I think you and Mr. Neck were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. And that same person might well be our secret string puller. That's right, our mastermind was involved in Candice and Nike's correspondence chess exchange. If I can prove that Mr. Sane was the hidden intermediary between the two of them. Alright, that's enough. This is getting painful. You don't have to do it. You don't have anything, and I have to practice for the show, so if you don't mind.
Objection!
Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here. And I can't take any more of your intervention. Ooh, just look at that face. Yeah, I like it. Well, Serena back in the game for sure. I'm Simeon, the funny clown. Look at me, I'm chuckling. Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Sen, you're a fan of chess, I take it. Huh? Where did that come from? Chess? Sure, I don't hate it. Our secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis.
Objection!
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind?
Objection!
No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was, went on manipulating events even after Nike's death. Take a look at this letter, Keyword. Who do you think could have written it? I believe it was the person who had inserted themselves between Mr. Canis and Nike. And you think that person was me? Why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy. To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagarde to murder me. What? You're saying that he set that up to try and get Mr. Nike killed?
Objection!
Listen to yourself. What do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master? You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want. If you could find one of the letters he passed between us and Canis, that will prove the connection beyond doubt. I'd like to have your room searched. I believe we might find
Objection!
letters. You won. Trust me. What? Once I'm done with something, I put it straight on the trash. Guess I'm not that sentimental type. Why get hung up on the past, right? Yeah. He must have disposed any of incriminating items in order to cover his tracks. Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's bad habit, you know? So this doesn't prove anything either. You're falling short again. What do we do now? Are we out of options? You accused me of betraying my friend, and you didn't even have any proof. You're despicable. Who was that? Hi. Miss Berry? What does she want? Sorry, it's just... I was thinking about what you were saying. This next person. You mean Bronco, right? Siemens' friend? Yes, what of it? Does she know something? A letter came from him this morning. For Simeon. What? What did you... How is that possible? Nike is dead. Miss Berry, we need to see this letter right away. Sure, here you go. Let's open it up, shall we? It's another correspondence chess letter. The next was from the game with Mr. Canis. Can anybody else smell chicken? Can wait to see your face when you lose. But you're never going to beat me, not at chess. It's postmarked at the 26th of March, the day before Nike died. I guess it must have gotten held up and road. Well, we do move around a lot, so it's part being of traveling circus. Our mail arrives later at all time. Interesting. That it addressed directly to you, Mr. Sen. Yeah. This is it, isn't it? The proof we need that you are the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Nike's games. One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille, in order to create the illusion that they were somehow connected. Curse you, Bronco. You're still getting in my way even now. I hate you. I hate you. Simeon, how could you? Mr. Nike was your only friend. We weren't friends. I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago. Right around the time of the IS-7 incident, in other words. I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. But then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this, and if I don't do what he says, he's so scary. Stop it, Bronco, stop it. I have to go meet my dad, I promise. If I'm not here to test his candy for him, he'll be so upset. He needs me. If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world. But no, he locked me in that car with him, and the two of us nearly died. He thought he could get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped, and that's how I lost my dad. What? You lost your dad? Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer. Huh? What does he mean? That doesn't match up with what we know at all. Simeon, the victim in the I-7 incident, was a guy named Artie Frost. Yeah, that was my dad's... Huh? My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remember that was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out till later that my dad was murdered. The murderer was a man named Carmelo Gasto, a confectioner. Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name, or maybe I choose not to remember. Just thinking about that secret that killed my dad turns my stomach. Mr. Sen, are you sure you didn't know the name of the murderer until just now? Huh? Do you think I sit on it if I did? No, I have to report him to the police straight away. All I knew that was Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer. Self-defense. I'm sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake. A big one. A mistake? What do you mean? Artie Frost was sculpture. He'd been working in France not so long after the murder, under the name of Paul Halleck. So I hear, but I don't remember anything about it. I wish I could. Well, I'm afraid to sound natural that you don't, because he wasn't your father. Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny, not at all. You're right, it's not. But you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of wood proves that you are not Artie's first son.
Take that!
Huh? Bronco's chest set and a ring. Yes, take a look at the ring for me if you will. What does the engraving on it tell you? It's 2 letters, right? It is. This is the seal with which Paul Halleck used to mark his works. And if it was found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago. But why would Bronco have a memento of my father? The police looked for Frost's son for a long time, and eventually they found him. The ring was handed over the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight. What? But that's not... That would mean I was... Precisely. That you are in fact the son of Carmelo Gasto. No, that can't be. My dad was... I remember, don't I? Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car. It was his fault I lost my dad. He deserved to die, didn't he? No way, so I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? Was looking forward to the next move in our little chess game, so the show just is icing on top. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I will, and hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime. Oh, speaking of which, I put a little something in your chest set, but you can take a look at it later. A little something? No idea what that might be, but thanks. If you hadn't detained me 18 years ago, it would have to end like this. Huh? Did you say something? Me? Oh, it was nothing. Don't detain me, then. Goodbye, Bronco, and farewell. I did all that, and you're telling me that it was my father who killed Broncos? Then what was all this for? I didn't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Kenneth. Why I stay in touch with him all these years. And there we have it, the truth at last. Mr. Zhang, you were Mr. Khan's correspondence chess partner, and you were the one manipulating the events this whole time. You're right. It was me. It was me all along. At last, he's finally telling the truth. I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago. But you knew that already. The president's assassination, just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew the picture. And they knew it too, that's why. Lagarde kept questioning me, day in and day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could have blamed me for wanting to get out of there? But I imagine it wasn't as easy simply running away. Winner will have sent his men after me. No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night, even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows. It drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At last, that way moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I hate nobody. But there wasn't even worse of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I could turn to. Canis, the man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me. That's quite a claim. Can't you think of our famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of a child these days? He showed me how to stop being a victim, to stop being hunted, and become hunter myself. And they all became my prey. But I doubt even you imagine that the body double would ever go so far as to call up our country's police. No, I sure didn't. As long as Winner was around, no evidence were going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was going to all go down. So he saw right through their plan. How Chairman Winner would try to suppress evidence in order to negotiate trial. I see, and that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict, regardless of the presence of evidence or the rule of the law. Maybe I did, but how else I was going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago? Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winner pulled one as surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hope of influencing the verdict. In other words, you choose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claim to hate. That's only if I actually kidnap anyone at all. But I never do anything so wicked. Never. Me? Commit a crime? No. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. If they hadn't done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Objection!
So you admit it. Your motive in all of this was nothing more than revenge? Sure, I admit it, so what? I despise every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody. The most you can blame me for is writing the out letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Winner, another to him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other, and one of them succeeded, that was all on them. So you take no responsibility for the fact that your action resulted in multiple murders. Right? Same thing at Court Lake. People are much easier to control than animals, you know? The whole fake assassination plot, I handed that to Bronco on a plate. That was part of his plan too. To rob his murderer.
Objection!
No. That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? Isn't fate a crazy thing? You can talk like that about a murder. Setting the guard up was easy too. I just made it seem like Meg and Candice were in contact with each other. And slipped the chisel inside the chest set. So it was you who put it in there. Yes, it was. I thought that might point everybody nicely in Kari's direction. Yes, it was. I thought that might point everybody nicely in Kari's direction. Worked out pretty well, even if I do say so myself. Who knew that would all it took to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive, and then things get ugly quickly. I had a front row seat for the whole show. You were the last piece to be put into play, of course. Who, me? You solved both cases and final brought down winner at the gun. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were the weapon that put an end to them.
Objection!
I didn't solve those cases for your sake. Sure, you didn't know. You were doing me a favor. You were just playing at being an attorney for a little while, right? What did you say? All I had to do was cover and say, no, a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you are. Was getting arrested part of your plan too? No, that wasn't something I expected. I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. That was a real plot twist. Made my blood run cold, for sure. But then, who should come through with the turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation. My neck in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me. You know I don't do that for many people. You're wrong. He wasn't playing at being an attorney. He was trying to help you, because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me right when I needed most. Okay. Oh, did he? You're sure he wasn't just trying to on his departed daddy's shoes for size? No, that's not what he was doing. Come on, K-Master, don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting, plain and simple, painting other folks with his own grubby brush. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people, the poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it, he'll never understand. You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody. I set out to get from, and yet can prove I incited anything. Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it. You think you can pin it an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I didn't mention murder anywhere. If I did, maybe you have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, but you can't prove I did anything at all. That's not true. You kidnapped me. Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that? All I ever admitted was sending letters. You. Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. And just pass on what you might call pertinent information. He's slipper one, I'll give him that. There's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about. Incitement, okay? It means encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to the committing the crime itself. So then we just need to prove that he told them to do it. He said it like it's going to be easy. Yes, maybe you're not a big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Pick again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking? I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded, there is nowhere left to run. Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if, just to pluck an idea out of nowhere, I train all of these species wild beasts and attack on command, for example? All I have to do is say the word, and then idle upstage in the chaos. What? You wouldn't. I'm just spitballing, but you pay to see that, won't you? I could just as easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah, you know that. You know what? Oh, that would make for a killer show. We'll do no such thing. It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go to. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst. Fine, I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on his later performance, it's better be a lively one. Bore me, and we're done here, alright? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? Yeah, not going to give me an inch. But there must be something we can do. We can't let this crime go unpunished.
Hold it!
You encourage others to commit murder, and those murders were duly committed. If I can prove it, you will be punished as if you had just done the deed yourself. Yeah, what was the word again? I forgot already. Excitement, okay? Chairman Winner, Pardon Lagarde, and Bronco Knight. All were criminals in their own right, and all committed unforgivable acts. But all were induced to commit those acts by somebody behind the scenes. This man right here. Oh ho, oh ho ho ho. You really don't hold back, do you? But it doesn't change anything.
Hold it!
Nowhere at all. What? You didn't look? I can give you a minute if you like. He's clearly confident that I won't find anything. You must have planned those letters down to the last word. Look, I don't want to teach you how to do your job, but if you can prove I encourage them to commit those murders, your incitement charge goes up in smoke. Too bad, so sad, huh, Miles? Maybe you could have
Hold it!
I know for a fact that you made those murders happen. Yeah, there's something. The truth is, I was the one who made the big bad. Chairman Winner killed it when sponsoring it. What? You told me yourself. Did I? And you can prove it. If you can, this ends here. Just ask yourself, could this sweet innocent boy have done these things you're saying? No. Like without proving it. Oh man. I'm really headed with this guy.
Objection!
Shit. Oh my god. Ouch. That was a big damage. That's an SPD for sure. Potbuster.
Objection!
This one. I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proved that you meant for the last one murder to happen, because you said so yourself. I said that. Weird, I don't remember. I know you think you can worm your way out of everything, but this time you're wrong. I am? Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by somebody's intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted. It was? Get your conversation with the clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us? No. Lang Z says, a schemer schemes will swallow him in the end. Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please? You bet I can. Got it. It was this part right here. Mr. Richard, that's just Gavel's cell phone. It was right around here. Huh? That's weird. Something wrong, Miss Lloyd? I'll say. Seems we maybe didn't quite catch the next part of it. Oh my god. No. Not again. Why? How could it be not on there? Oh, poor baby. You I leave myself wide open like that? Well, pick again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely. What? I never knew they make those. Remote control bugs. Sure they exist, but... So you switch off to avoid being recorded. Bingo!
Objection!
But how? You would have had to know you were being recorded in the first place.
Objection!
And I did, of course I did. It was so obvious that was someone was eavesdropping, and that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting. No. You heard the whole conversation? I did indeed, old pal, but I must say, I thought you would have figured it out a lot much sooner. Aren't you supposed to be a genius prosecutor? Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Ah well. Oh shucks, so many tape and gotta be no use to nobody after all. Come on, I must have recorded something you can use. If only that were true. Hey, K-Master. Yeah? The old bugger. It was hidden in your pin that whole time, right? Let's check anything loose from the old braintree. I don't know. Give me a sec to think. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with it.
Objection!
So sad, relying on flawed evidence, despite trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Next topic, please. Huh? He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry. It's been done. Kay had one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording intercepts from the bug for? Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back? In which case, during which time the friend would be likely to find Mr. Saint poison tape. Sen abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? That's right. Quickly, play us any tape you have from the night before last. Huh? Oh, sure thing. That's the sound of the balloon. Indeed it is. At around that time, I imagine Mr. Sen would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't be so far away from you, or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording? Bang! Ching! Wait, that noise. That was a gunshot. Bzz, bzz. Huh, you turned the bug off then too. It seems unlucky for you. You were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. The gunshot ties you directly to the case. Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody ever mentioned a gun. It's wrong. Somebody involved in this case discharged the firearm.
Take that!
It's written right here in the President's autopsy report. Traces of gunshot residus were detected at his hand. And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed to be. Yes, I was there with the President. Wait, not long after we saw Tony, he noticed something and told me to leave. And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that, then tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Pen. Not when it sounds crystal clear in this recording. You're just going to pretend to ignore me. What else do you expect me to do when you keep shouting your weird theories? We didn't just hear a gunshot on the tape. If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too. Could the President have been aiming at Mr. Saint? The balloon maybe? Because it is the only answer. I guess it was the balloon.
Take that!
I think the President was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on the tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket. Let's take a look, shall we? A hole with a bullet stuck on it. There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I call that pretty conclusive proof. Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole? You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you, if you really wanted to find it. Just shut up and confess, will you? Alright. No need to get cranky. I'll admit, I followed the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived, Jessica and the President were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the President noticed me and he made the good judge leave right away. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired. But why was he trying to shoot down the balloon? Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here. Me? Wow, that's a surprise. Yeah, you. You told him about Sean. What did you think would happen? Why do you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter. Because you knew the truth about Sean's parentage, he was afraid? Huh, afraid. Yeah, you could say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me. He couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander.
Hold it!
Around what time would that happen? Just after 11, I think. That's when you and your pal went up on the roof. Right, Your Honor? Yes, it was. No contradiction there. And because I rapped when I did.
Hold it!
So you didn't expect to find the two of them there? Of course not. Why would I? But it's lucky I got there when I did. You all know what would have happened if it... What would have happened if I'd been any later? He was just about to try and kill you, Gabriel. You really didn't expect a thing? I'm afraid I did not. I had no idea. Maybe you shouldn't have left to him about the kid. Did you ever think of that? I was merely trying to... What kind of mother are you? You're lucky he didn't kill you and then go after the boy.
Objection!
I'm your opponent, not Judge Gabriel. No, leave her alone. Tell us what we need to know. Don't worry, Your Honor. I'll take it from you. I'm in your debt, Treasurer. As is shown, I trust you that you look after us both. And I pray that the goddess of justice will watch over us all. Your precious goddess didn't even want you. There was a balloon right behind you. If he told the judge to leave, then why he didn't just kill them both? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Just shoot the judge and shoot the balloon, I guess.
Hold it!
He made her leave, but why? Wasn't he planning to kill her? Yeah, that's what I said. Sure, but I'll bet he didn't want to do it in front of the witness. The murderers don't tend to do like that. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm the idiot here. She still didn't know he wasn't the real president, right? The secret was safe for the time being. I know that he knew about Sean. He could kill both of them whenever he wanted. You two got lucky when he died, huh? Why the France? I'd be smiling from ear to ear if I were you. I don't think anybody will be smiling until this matter has been cleared up once and for all. But please continue if you will. This is my command. Where were you? Oh here, that court of fake president. I guess a witness suddenly appearing in the sky must have shaken up pretty badly, and he panicked.
Hold it!
You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket. Yeah, I tried to get out of there the second he pulled out the gun. Couldn't have my balloon going pop. But it was a close gun thing. So you left right then and there? Of course I did. He was shooting at me. Are you saying there's a problem with it? That wasn't a problem. then you managed to lift Kay there up on the rooftop, which means you didn't actually lift the victim vicinity, didn't you? Oh yeah, guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hedge of the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear. Then I landed on the roof. Would you mind appending that statement to your testimony? Makes no difference to me. Oh yeah.
Objection!
You're lying to us again. I am. The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact. What? And you believe the word of a two-bit hack over mine? I beg your gosh dang pardon? Say that about Chief again, I dare you. I'll wipe that smile right off your stupid clown face. So we knew Hart was crammed out on the 51st floor the entire evening. But if our fake president didn't escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof? An excellent question, and one that I hope to provide the answer to next. You knew that he didn't live via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities, which leaves only one possible way of escaping the rooftop. If the rooftop, if it was on with the elevator or the hedge.
Take that!
He flew. He flew. Yes, in Mr. Saints balloon.
Objection!
Whoa, quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift in my balloon? There was a security camera on the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left the rooftop. You know what this circus is all about? Making the audience thinking you're in danger, giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You're keeping guard on that 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for a moment? You better... No. You passed out for a bit. You bet your big toe I don't set as much as you in my testimony.
Objection!
Huh. So the noise. The sound of Miles' faithful assistant falling through the hedge. That didn't scare you so badly that you fainted. So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out. Unconscious, you might say. What happened? Alright, we've seen this. Well, so what if I did? And a girl in the world don't get hurt little hours sometimes. Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your faith in people. It doesn't matter. Kay can have fallen down the hatch until after the person left the roof. Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The court fake president fired his gun at me, then he hid in the shadows, until after your friend fell down the hatch. What? So what if he did? What would that mean? Come now, surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. If the president hit until Miss Hart fainted, he could have passed right to the 51st floor and detected. No. The auction is still going on. You fool. You bitch. No. And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storm falls apart. Did you have to do that to me in my own voice? That's right. Oh, another. Amanda Flash identity slips to Hall, the president, while he was hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to set trial and murder him the next day, only to end up being killed himself. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body dog. What possible reason could the boy have for doing so? Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son. Huh, and how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him in one of my trademark letters. What? He's lying. Oh, you bet I am. Huh? Or am I? Maybe I did that, and maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, Which is it? It was my fault. Towers had fell off the roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my death until today, I swear. Huh. Well. I knew about the falling head thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall after the president died from being crushed, was it? Alright, well that's confirmed, yes. You are the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you said something more like, and so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unstable logic you can. You know my mom. By now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull off cute strings here and there. That was the case with Grandpa, with Chairman Winner. So what makes you think I let the fake president set foot on my balloon? Besides, I thought he was crushed by that mother monster. And who said all towers was again falling? It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead. No doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? The little truth I shared, just like I said. Get it? The truth? The thing yourself found out? That's what caused the murder here, not me. No, that's not possible. Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody arrest that boy. Can't help noticing nobody rushing his slap on the handcuffs. What's the matter? Curse you. Just as I thought. Admit it, you're all the same. You, Winner, that idiot, funny president. You want the real culprit to go free so you can relocate me into your jail cell, don't you? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to your suit and your needs. That's not true. Well, if you're not going to make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid's a murderer, the kid here is a murderer, maybe they'll finally do something. We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know you make some excuse for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony? Well, as long as you know what you're doing. He's not holding back. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too? Hey, Malserina. Take a deep breath, would you? Take a deep breath for me, would you? Well, why would I do that, Fender? Because it's time like this you need to kick back and take stock and be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles, remember? The way in which the president met his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on the balloon or not, but rather, under what condition would Simon have been cool with letting him get on board? A turnabout in thinking. Have been cool with letting him to go on board. Forgive the interruption, just my 2 cents worth of developments, I guess I should say. Maybe Krieger's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right, under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on that balloon? He was physically imposing man, and what's more, he was carrying a gun. Could have he been drugged? No, there were no traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. In which case, surely not. Are you about ready to continue, Mars? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for. This is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down, one statement at a time. This is tough. One less confrontation.
Hold it!
The strings in question being those shown on the president's body double in this case. You seem pretty confident in your abilities in that particular area. Is that so weird? I'm an animal tamer, remember? And what's the wildest animal of them all? That's right, humans. Didn't take much to get those two dancing to my tune. A little truth here, a little hint of revenge there. Somebody had to thank me. I did this for a paper. Mr. Edgeworth, he's scaring me. Don't let him get under your skin, Ken. You have to stay strong. This man sowed the seeds for another revenge in order to achieve his own. It's our duty to stop him, and we will succeed in that duty. Why do people do bad things, huh? Don't they realize it will just come back to bite them in the end? Let me just go through this once again. Rushing after Cape 11 PM. Yesterday is 11 PM, right? And it was night too. I guess this photo can be proof. There's something about this photo. Can't quite get it right. Camera footage. Alright, let's continue.
Hold it!
And so you insist that you had no direct involvement in any of what occurred. What can I say? I don't like to get my hands dirty. Sure do to love watch the action unfold though. All those idiots desperately trying to kill one another. And they don't even know I lit the fuse. I love it. Ha! You haven't changed. All you did 12 years ago was watch too. You're talking about the whole SS5 things? Hehe, stop it. Your poor papa scribbling around for answer and finding nothing. Shucks. What do they call that again? Oh yeah, rank incompetence. Hehe. How dare you? Agent Lang, please. You don't know the half of it, you damn clown. Your father may not have closed out the case. Not publicly anyway. But it was thanks to his work that we're standing here right now. Sorry to butt in, Miles. But your little pep talk isn't going to magically solve this case. No, I know you have your theories. Alright, maybe we should save here. What is the yellow substance? Lion lily pollen.
Objection!
Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Let's play the coward games here. Alright,
Hold
let's
it!
this. But it's the only way he could have gotten down from the roof of that building. Alright, let's game this one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down on the ground, like you said. What's Fender said again? Fender. Under what condition would Seaman have been cool with letting him get on board? Under what condition would Seaman have been cool with letting him get on board? The condition. Full condition. Alright, let's get this one, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that?
Objection!
So admit it, you did take him on your bullet. You're really obsessing over this one little. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." It's ridiculous. And you know it is. How did you really feel to think?
Objection!
You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that was enough to win him over. Win him over? The man who shot at me? No. Then you must have put him to sleep and carried away like this.
Objection!
Very well, let us suppose that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy show us the presence of sedatives? It's now good. Still going to giving us an opening.
Hold it!
Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the person really was killed by the tower
Objection!
Hehe, don't tell me you're throwing your own pet theory in the trash, Samuel prosecutor.
Objection!
That may have been my theory at one point, but that was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have passed.
Objection!
Why the past tense? That's still your theory, no? It's not like you have anything else right now. No, there must be something. Don't you think it's time to give up, Miles? I don't like watching you struggle like this. Alright. Get this dress. And off we go.
Objection!
You've been cool with that if you wanted to kill him. Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. What? Did you really just say that? You? Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? Did he use his special power? The only person communicating with monster was you. Sorry, but you must have him mixed up with somebody else. No monster pals here.
Objection!
Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creator. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Sen, and I can prove it. What? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster, filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Sen himself. Sorry, you lost me. What are you trying to say exactly?
Objection!
You seem very keen to stick to your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. But no matter how true you may want it to be, it was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the muscular animal tamer can make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that room, having been killed by your balloon. Oh, I get it. That thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right? When that president attacked you from the roof, you had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose, landing the balloon right on top of you. You didn't need to let him right on that balloon, and he didn't need to coerce you into taking it, because what you took away was his dead body. Wait a minute now, Miles. If what you're saying is true, then the president would have been killed 2 nights ago, which would mean the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong. It would... Oh, you're really losing your touch. Look again, it's written right there. Clear as day. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. It means he died when the tower's head fell off the roof. Alright, Sean, it's time to be honest with ourselves. You know it's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, did you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of father would do that? No, that's not what happened. I already told you I didn't know who he was until today. But you did know. Oh, because I told you myself. Can my theory really have been so wide of the mark? I want to thank you once again, Miles. You handed me winner and Lagarde until their crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining that plot, you helped me get my revenge. Gotta love the powers of deduction. If the time of death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have cheated the time of death somehow? Cheated the time of death, cheated it. Oh, yes. The mouth. There's nothing here, nothing here. Nah. Oh, and what was the other guy's names again? Carmelo Gusto? You even ran him down for me. That was some great work you did there. Of course, Gusto. The I-7 incident. He killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall too. Oh, how can you say that? He was your father. It's so scary. Miss Lagarde just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Where are you, Dad? When are you coming to get me? Please, I need you to come take me away. Is it because I broke my promise? Because I didn't show up in time to help you to taste your work? There was no father. You left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that? You may have served the same blood, but that's it. Father, what is it?
Objection!
You may not want to hear this, Mr. Sen, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death, just as he did. That's right, you had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down by the harbor. I threw off the time of death? And how did I do that exactly? By hiding the president's body in a very specific place.
Take that!
You need to keep the body cool somewhere, and you also need somewhere to keep Sean. Huh, who knew that the two were connected? You're talking about the kidnapping again. Why are you bringing that up now? Because, much as you may wish we had forgotten, we knew that you kept Sean in the refrigeration unit. The same refrigeration unit in which you kept the president's body. Just as your father forced the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago. What? You're saying I'm the same as me? The same as the animal who abandoned me? That's not irony, but undeniable truth, nonetheless.
Objection!
Shut up. I'm nothing like him. I could never be like him. He's nothing to do with me. And we're nothing alike.
Objection!
Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and Alt got more than a little in common. You even told us you didn't like sweet stuff way back when we first met, right? If that's not the product of your daddy's issues, I don't know what is. You don't understand. You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way. And you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Wow. Or should I say? I don't know anything about a refrigeration unit, and the kidnapping, nothing to do with me. Yeah, I could see that miles away. You could disown that theory.
Objection!
Nonsense, you did so you could blackmail Judge Gavel. We know for a fact you're false.
Objection!
You're a real danger to be around, you know that? Miles, what aren't you going to accuse me of? But it changed nothing, you still don't have any proof of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. Oh wait, or are you planning on maybe fabricating some, taking a leaf out of the old winner playbook? Never, I would never do that. Yeah, I can let myself rise to be the provocation. What was the line? No matter what happens, we must find the truth. Something like that? But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why? I had to get my revenge myself. I get away with it. I get away with it all. Lagarde, winner. And now you. None of you can touch me. This is bad, Mr. Richard. Isn't there anything we can do? Luminol, please, Luminol. Check for Luminol. No, there's no blood in there. I forgot. Everything points to this man being a culprit. But we need evidence, even just one piece. Alright, it's been fun, but it's time you brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free if you finally admit defeat. Please hold it. Injection. Oh yes, I love you. Whoever say hold it, I love you. Oh, who was that? Oh, the angel. The angel. Sorry to keep waiting, sir. Gummy, where have you been? I've been doing my job, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked. Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, about the refrigeration unit where the kit was kept. It was registered to the very big circus, just like you said. And there it is, just in the nick of time. Excellent work, detective. Well, Mr. Sen? Must be some kind of mistake. Why will the circus need a refrigeration unit? A valid question, I suppose. But we're no expert on the circus store. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter. Well, Miss Berry? We do hire a unit to store all the food for animals, but I don't know where it is. I'll leave it all there to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing. You fool! Dick, Simeon, you're scaring me. Such a shame, but rushing to find solution after the facts often leads to mistake. You know that if the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall onto you. So you panic and move it on the grounds of the big building instead. Yeah! But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you knew you were up against great detective and even greater creative and even greater detective. Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Don't you think we won't just say it, Miles? You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am? Perhaps you could enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with the balloon. And I know you don't, because there isn't any. I am afraid there is. What? If Mr. Sen murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Analysts of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. Hehe, the balloon again? You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find? We expect to find plenty actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Short? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find out. He's a hero of justice. He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of way tighter spots than this one. What they said, we believe in you, Mal Serena. And so does your pup. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is. Just stay calm and see this through to the end. Miles said short. A perfect victory is only moments away. The president body double was killed by the balloon. The rest of certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon said, will pay for your crimes at last. I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man. The last piece will prove your guilt beyond a doubt. Oh, I love this. I know the answer already. Oh my god. I'm shivering right now. Shivering with excitement.
Take that!
Oh shoot. Oh yes, I'm right. When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of flying lilies. Flying lilies, symbol of the connection between parent and child, a popular flower back in Zengpa. That's your proof, a bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dam by now. A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away. So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. That's got nothing to do with any of this. Ignore him, Sean. He threw those flowers away, that much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. Then President held onto them until the last, an act which provided us with our final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed, flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of flying lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No. You don't need to do that. You look over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was a pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bad here. No, not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Sen. Huh? Emma. Yeah? I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again if you don't mind. Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we? Ah, I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. No, what? And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself. No, how could this? No. You crushed the president with the balloon. Then you loaded his body into this basket and took him to the refrigeration unit. But why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening. Oh, Rosie Ringer murder. Exactly, if he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans. I get it. And he couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right? Indeed not. So while returning the big building to drop the body off again, the following night, he must have observed the fires Sean caused, and the terror's head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder. Yeah! You made it seem as if the falling head was that killed him, that my son would have taken the blame. Despicable coward! In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. It was dangling from the rope you used. It was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. No, how did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people, and you manipulated this case just as you manipulated animals on the stage. You thought you were all powerful, but your reign is at an end. The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon, even Money and Isaiah. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad all at the same time. So stop it. Stop looking at me like that. Perhaps they will, when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut up for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with winter. Don't get away from me. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Dad, where are you? I'm so scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not the bad one. There. Why, Bronco? Why did you stop them from going to see my dad? If only none of them did what they did, I wouldn't have had to. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone, with nobody to help me. But that man, he helped me. Connis was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I use people? I had to. That's so wrong. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ow. That hurts. That hurts. Stop it. What the hell? No. Wow. That's murder right there. It seems the game is up at last. Oh, no. I thought it was chaos. The killer. Mr. Richard, may I be the first to congratulate you? You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now, I'm free to... No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please, not only are you carrying one, you're just about to draw it. You must have stolen it from the president after murdering. This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one's opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. But that was not your true crime. No. Thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me. That is the crime for which you are about to pay. No. Damn. You! It's been a while, the killer. Step aside, Canis. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crime, but in prison, not the end of your blade. Damn, this is so epic. Wow. The battle of two assassins. And if I refuse, let's just say that I might not take this loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You? Save a life? Bodhidharma-Canis, the blind butcher himself. Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one, that of an innocent young pup, and he in his turn saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like, I know I will. But I will respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Farewell. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all good day. No, get back here. You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needs to be shown the error of his ways. And you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure waits. Doesn't it, Helmut? Yes, it does. Oh, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not lie, I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horn pup. In that case... Sean, no. You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it, and cut my throat. One short slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway. I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it. But please, Sean, I beg of you. At least, I did until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took. Oh, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It will make you feel so good, trust me. All the pain... Whoa. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out, numbs it. Maybe it does, and listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean. But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffered 10 times more than I ever would. And so will all the people I work with. They're counting on me. And they worry about me. Thoughtful words indeed, little one. Yeah, well, I get it now. I won't ever forgive you, but I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor, people like that. Sean. Wow, you may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be. You could at least consider trying to better yourself, kid. Very well. Then I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup. On our way? To where? Where else? To the prison? Our home? Our home? And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Richard. What's the big idea, big guy? Wanna tell us what we're doing here? Mr. Richard, your request has been processed and approved. Huh? Your what now? I asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated. Your badge? What's the meaning of this? I still can't believe you did that for me. A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be a defendant's most trusted ally, and that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burned into my memory. As sterling as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. But that's his and my father's pet. Mine lies elsewhere. Mr. Edgeworth, my pet is that of the prosecutor. It always was. Well, then I guess that's that. I'm sorry. No. I dig it. And besides, I can tell by that look in your eyes that your mind's made up. It is. Alright then. Seems like our work together is dearly done. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members. I understand. Hey, Master. Care to tell me why, at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's head back on? You once asked me something, Fender. Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. Only one you can answer. I've been thinking about that question ever since. About how I meant to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Look at it this way, Siemens Sen was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. To lose somebody so important to you. To lose faith in everything. To doubt everything and be utterly alone. To fight and fight and fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Alright. I love seeing that guy. Oh no, you can see that. You can see. Mr. Sen had nobody. He had no faith in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go so far as to call up our country's police. No, I sure didn't, and as long as Winner was around, nobody was ever going to stand. Even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. The girl almost got away with it again. I want to help people like him. And how do you plan to do that? If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened. Chairman Winner made a mockery of justice, and in so doing, drove Mr. Sen away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioner. It can be a shield that keeps people safe from harm, a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's greatest contradictions. You can say that again. Yep, it's what we folks in trade like to call legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. But one cannot solve such contradiction in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Sen. But a prosecutor? A custodian of the law? I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn. Very mal sereno. I like it. You know, it won't be easy breezy though, right? Affecting the law itself, that's layering on hard mode. I understand that, but somebody has to do it. Oh, I don't doubt that. And if it has to be somebody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both get a growing chance. Adapt or perish, am I right? You're going to smash this, I just know it. After all, you're Gregor's boy through and through. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecutoring of it. You know what I realized Crown and Chance had to be a great big cheeseball, but you. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud to all get out. Panda, thank you. Well, Mr. Richard, if you're ready to begin, we can get this ceremony underway. Please. By the board vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verify Verity Gavel, do hereby in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Malsechert as the servant of the law. Alright, you're a prosecutor again. Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I get it's good. Your pops is going to want to know that his kid just signed up for the oppositions a second in time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't take me yet. The next time you see me, could be across a courtroom. And this face is a whole lot less ruggedly charming when it's not on your side of that aisle. I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon. Alrighty, Fender out. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Richard. Thank you, Judge Gavel. I owe you more than I can say. You do? You start to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed. Not at all, I was never truly alone. That's right, you had the goddess of justice on your side. Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If you are unable to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law and overcome them. And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow up and improve. I would look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon. As we learned, you did not see the best of me when last I oversaw the trial. The next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. Yes, Gavel. I don't mean to call your motivation into question. Yes, Mr. Richard. But, to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And then, when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based on that very humanity. Man, the old judge is the god. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but perfection isn't always the loftiest of our ideals. And it's certainly not only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion, nothing more. You're right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insight. Mr. Richard, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winner. Sorry, my controller struggle against Chairman Winner. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them, for some sakes more than anyone's. Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died. So you see, there is something more important even to me than the words of the goddess. Haha, so it may anger her to hear me say such things. So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond with your son. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I should not strive for an achievable perfection. But I must grow. As servant of the law and as a mother. That I believe above all else. I see. It seems that we both have plenty still to learn. Indeed, we are neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along with our chosen paths, and continue to grow as we tread them, until we meet again. I will look forward to that day, when the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. I lost the title of prosecutor, but now I have regained it. And in doing so, I have a new way forward, a new of justice, and to follow the path until it leads me to the truth. No matter how hard it may be, no matter how obstacles might arise, I will be tied to anybody, forever whatever you might say, let us say objection. Damn, that was fast. Oh man, that was good, really good. Alright, still recording. So, Chief, what kind of scope we looking to land ourselves next, huh? Did I teach you nothing, knucklehead? We're journalists, dang it. Needs are stuck in thread, our bread and butter. You didn't just hand the stuff over, not even to your dang apprentice. Sorry, Chief, guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? But alright then, better go talk down some lit my own self. That's the spirit. You go get him, champ. Before you mosey on down the way. Mind sharing what kind of lists their lists might be? Huh? But Chief, you... Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold up on the boss. Oh, come on, Chief. That's cool. My arm wound has yet to fully heal, even now. The bodyguard who inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. But never mind that now. Time to return for the life of a simple ice cream seller. Although I have been thinking that perhaps crafts will be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be time to ponder the matter before my next steps comes in. That's scary. Sure, you might knock me into my bed, this guy, but I ain't out for the conjures yet. I'll be keeping my guard up, looking for an opening. We'll get out of this and interact, Teddy. The second the bell rings for the next round, the escape shenanigans will come out swinging. Till then, it's training, and more training. Want to know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Sure, I'm still studying every single day, still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away? No, because I helped burden the guard. Yeah! Why do you think I'm being so nice to these stupid freaking animals? I don't care about freaking nice and I just wanna get out. Why me? I was so shocked when I learned that what Simon had been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still, can't sit around being sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can let the magic department and the tentacle department get better of us. We light up the stage and blow with the competition. All the type of memories in it. Liu Xiangdong. I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago I saved a life. The troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in the cage. Well, we'll have company soon at least. Won't we, boy? Yes, our friend the Pug. Things certainly won't be dull with him around. No, they won't. What dessert shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet. Oh, so soft, fluffy and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight. I'll always be waiting for you, Judy. And I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here. We have so much to thank him and Mr. Richard for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson. And not just you, they gave me permission to keep providing sweeties to everyone. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all the years finally paying off. Yeah, poor Tangaroa. But I guess there's always positive in it. Oh, hello sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you, you know. And dear old Gregory Pegleg too, of course. After all, it's thanks to all of you that I can eat semi-purple sweets again. I'm even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them. I'm going to call it Snaker's Delight. It makes your stomach so small you can only eat snacks. So you can get skinny as stand back and laugh every minute. I'm going to make a fortune. Fortune. You are there. Larry. Man, I've met so many beautiful people now, and there are so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. She took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. And then she laughed. Guess that's one less beautiful person in my life now. So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? By heart I mean new girlfriend. You got that, right? Bester, the Badinator. Seriously though, thanks for the assist today, good buddy. Bah, you want me to talk about IS-7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Edgeworld kid is doing good work. Yeah, Monsterina chose a different path from his old man in the end. A path that means we can work together, but that won't stop me looking on him from time to time. Heh, you've come pretty far yourself. Holy macaroni, a compliment from Big Bad. Detective Bad, am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, well, you ever need a little fender magic, just say the word. Looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it. Ouch. And no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child. Sorry Grandma, I still feel awful about it of course. But I'm just so glad I get to stay out here with you. What's that? You think we should be getting back to work? I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting. Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happen to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump right back on a plane again, go back to Europe. All this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming first-class forensic investigator. Guess I better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running. You know I will. The curator wants father. The curator the pressure to be correct. But Tuesday's winner, was it? Yes, chooses his own pet now, and he will be tested. Just as I was. Malsetcher chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father did. That too is the father answer to question we all had to wrestle with. Dang right. My father made a secret, bore a burden I could only have imagined. I thought only my family knew. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry on that legacy to fulfill his last great wish. Even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead, even if it takes all my efforts and all my men's effort, Take-4 will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it. I gave up on the whole the winner thing. Told everybody stop calling me. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than it and better than it, so watch out. Now, first order of business, get a new nickname. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we get it done, and the movie's going down great. I think the murder story in the gossip magazine might have helped. Big Bad Man emerges from Big Bad Pool, reveal the true face of monster behind Zangpa president murder plot. Huh? Wait, this is a picture of you, Mr. Powers. What? But why? Hey, it's not so bad. After all, it will make people come and see that movie, right? Yeah, I guess. I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean. It's nothing. It wasn't even big part. The boy who befriended both Taurosaurus and Gordy didn't come any bigger than that. And was the role you're born to play. You think? Well, it would be cool to be in a sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad. Of course, and I will buy some too, for Emily. Alright, last one. Phew, it's been busy few days, huh, sir? Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once? There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way. Wait, so all that stuff happened because of you? No, Gummy, how could you say that? And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Well, okay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice? Huh, yeah, good question. What? You're not sure? How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a creative just like he was. Yatagarasu, or Yatagarasu at least. But watching how this all planned out for you, Mr. Richard, it got me thinking maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate. She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade. I'm going to be my own hero. That sounds like an admirable plan indeed. Only you giving up the name though. Cannot be the Yatagarasu, right? Whatever name you pick, you'll always be Kaito Asuke, and you'll always be a hero. Oh, thanks, Gami. You'll always be my Gami too. You bet I will, and I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir. Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, detective. Yes, as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise. Huh? Huh? Wait, you mean... What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, detective. You will? This is unbelievable, sir. No way. Go, Gami. It's like a dream come true. I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind. But don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I get. Just wait and see. Fender and Jessica will set me on a new pattern. A pattern which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A pattern whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless, Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone in my long struggle against Chernobyl. Someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess. Alright, we've seen this. The strength of my bonds. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? I was trying to find other members for my Yatagarasu team, right? I do vaguely remember something about that. I never even found a single one. We're going to be unstoppable in our quest to steal the truth. So much for the little pipe jar. You're kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it. Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can handle the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all. I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth. In that case, as long as the three of us are sticking together, we got nothing to fear, right, Mr. Richard? Indeed, nothing at all. My father followed his own path, right to the end. And now I follow the path of my own making too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different, but they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because, of course, both end at the truth. Wow. Just wow.